In today's pre-season wash-up special, we'll be looking at the various starting team structures, the pros and cons of each option, and how we're looking to attack the start of 2026. It's time to activate fantasy mode. It's time for the weekend wash-up.
Get around him! Get around him! Push up! Oh, and he's talking a bit of trash too!
What a joker.
He's coming off. Get him back off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Rocket. We can't hear.
Disgusting! That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's giving me! That's why he's the GOAT!
Yes, that's right. We are finally back again. I'm your host, as always, Matt Craig, and joining me today, once again, is David Bushell. Bushy, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. Keen to get into some discussion today around our sort of strategies and what we can do with our starting team. It's exciting.
Yeah, well, I guess we sort of dipped our toes in a little last week.
No, we did.
But look, we've had a big week since then. You've raised the bat for your big 30.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Congratulations. Join me.
Yeah, no, that's true. You know, they say
So-
your 30s are good years, so.
Oh, your best years,
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Especially when you bring home an overall prize,
Yeah.
which is what we're here to do today.
Yeah.
So we're going to actually talk some strategies.
Cool,
So
yeah.
it was a bit of general rules discussion, the
Yeah.
changes, boring. They like to say now. Some will consider this boring too. And if you do, feel free to breeze over this one as well.
Yeah.
'Cause it'll be less about specific players, but more about your possible strategies
Yeah.
that you can take in your classic league. So
Okay.
we're really honing in on classic today. And so those ideal team structures, I guess,
Yeah.
there's a few that, everyone knows that over the years. Now, probably starting with your guns and rookies
Okay.
strategy. And looking at that, this probably dates back to, your old dream team days where we had, I think it was 30 limited trades.
Yeah.
Where now we're looking at 50 limited trades. So it's still limited, but, we've got 20 bonus trades.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you really had to focus on starting premiums that you thought were going to be the best 6 defenders or the best 8 midfielders or the best 6 forward. You were wanting to, your premiums, you were wanting to hold the whole year and not have to trade because obviously you were limited in that sense. And then fill out the rest of your side with rookies. And if you were going to pick a mid-pricer, so to speak, they better be bloody good,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. Yeah.
So you were doing that to save trades. Now, since then, we've developed a bit of mid-price madness, some would call it,
Yes.
myself included, as I found out last year. And we'll look at my team last year because I think it is the perfect example of how not to build an AFL Fantasy Classic side. It was, I look back on it now, David, it was a shambles.
It was the definition of madness.
It was madness, yeah, which is why I did it.
Yeah.
I was the guinea pig, and I've now set the standard as to what not to do.
Yeah.
So, and I think what we're looking to really do, I don't think it's one or the other. It's probably find more of a balanced structure
Yeah.
where, okay, take a few of the principles that we had earlier with our guns and rookies that I threw in the trash, that I've gone and unfolded the paper and I've brought it back out.
Yeah.
I think I need to bring a bit more of that into my side, but also we can take the flexibility of taking some mid-price risks because we've got 50 trades to upgrade our team.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're limited to down, up, down, up.
So if they don't work
Nothing
out, those
between.
mid prices, you can just sort of move them on, especially early.
If you have a couple that don't work out,
Yeah.
no problem. If we start getting into more than that,
You'll
you'll get yourself into trouble.
Yeah.
So I guess, the question of, is there a perfect formula? My answer to that would be, I think each season, rather, is different.
Yeah.
So let's just say if there's a season of just rookie, where we've got a shortage of rookies, a rookie crisis, so to speak.
Yeah.
Then in that season, you're going to have to generate the cash to upgrade the team, which is the whole point of the game.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go for more mid-prices than we otherwise would.
Yeah.
Because those rookie options are lacking.
Okay.
Now, I'll be honest, a lot of seasons we hear about rookie crisis, we're going through pre-season, we're struggling. I don't really remember a season ever where we've truly been short of rookie options.
No, I don't think so either.
And when you consider this year that,
I think they're pretty good this year, just looking at it.
number one,
Very
which
early.
is interesting because last year's draft was supposedly slightly weaker
Yeah.
than the season before. But from pre-season reports,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot of rookies that are dominating.
Yeah, going well.
And I think so. I don't think we're going to be short on rookies.
No.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
So then do you reckon that means we can...
But there are also certain seasons where there's going to be walk-up mid-prices, guys that we have to pick.
Yeah.
Now, there's less of those than there used to be because if you have like a bad season, instead of being priced almost as a rookie, you're priced, discounted on your best average in your last 2 seasons.
Okay.
So unless you miss 2 seasons in a row, you're not going to be priced as a rookie.
So an example of that would be Hayden Young.
Hayden Young, yes.
Yeah.
So he's priced on his better season 2 seasons ago instead of being priced. I think he was almost 1 game off being priced at 60.
Yeah.
At which point, literally every
has to be in.
coach
Yeah.
would have you. So another guy, Nick Newman.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think he's still a lock
Yeah.
where he's priced at, but he would have been even cheaper
Yeah. Okay.
if we didn't have that rule.
Yeah, okay. All
So
right.
there's less walk-up, but every year you're going to have a few walk-up
Yes.
mid-prices.
Yeah.
So those guys we're looking at this year, probably like a Sam Flanders, for example. Like last year, it was Bailey Smith and it was Caleb Daniel that were just must-haves.
Yeah.
Like you have to have them.
Yeah.
So there's no just guns and rookies. There's no, you know, full mid-price madness as I'm about to show you why. It's something in between.
Okay.
So there's also this new term, I think, that we've found roses.
Yeah.
So underpriced premiums is
Okay.
basically what we're talking about there. Where you asked me this question earlier and I actually didn't really have an answer is, does your, let's say Tom McCarthy would be a tough one, but like Colby,
Yeah.
we've got all these, Darcy Parrott, like all of these guys that are better than mid-prices.
Yeah.
Do they count as premiums? Is that guns and rookies?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because if, as we said, like a Bergman, if he doesn't get the role, that could go
Yeah.
horribly wrong.
Like he could have the role round 1 and then,
Lose it.
as you said, gets thrown into a different position or whatever.
Well, he was a bit of a Mr. Fix-It last year.
Yeah.
So it is interesting in terms of, I think we've got to also introduce a new category there
Yeah.
for those underpriced premiums, which have been really successful,
Yeah.
I would say.
Because you got to be cautious of having too many of those guys in a way. Just I don't know if they don't get the roles.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
true. It's true.
I was just looking at it. I had a bunch of them in my team previously.
I was going to say I lack caution.
Yeah.
I will probably have quite a few.
but
I think
if it pulls off, then
Absolutely.
you're just ahead of the game.
no. I think I'm going off the full mid prices. Like we'll discuss my team a little bit later,
Yeah.
but I'll have some examples there. But more to those like guys who have been premiums before at least. They've
Yeah.
shown me the ability
Yeah.
to score
Yeah.
at AFL level
No,
before.
makes sense.
No, I think for me, the way we should really start our sides is to wipe our slate clean, watch preseason, and pick the rookies.
Yeah.
I
And
think
then
the
go from
rookies dictate your team structure.
Okay.
Because this is again what I learnt last year is I didn't have any of your gun rookies, your Sam Lawler,
No.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of them. Even if they don't light it on fire,
Yeah, they still go well.
they still go well.
Yeah.
And I think we've got quite a lot of those rookies in that 300K bracket
We definitely do.
this year that hopefully are playing round 1 and looking good.
Yeah.
And they were the guys that tended to, get moved from my side for those mid prices, those value guys.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning more into you've got to pick all of them
Yeah. Okay.
that are picked in round 1. And that'll really dictate, we go from there, how much cash we got left over, who's filling in.
Yeah.
Now, another question in terms of those mid prices
Yeah.
is how much do those mid prices need a score to be worth it? So that's
Yeah.
always, and it's a bit of an age-old question.
Yeah.
And my example that I used in our draft guide, so to be released, is Riley Sanders and Joel Frazier. So they were 2 guys that I started with last year.
Yeah.
That is
I
your
think a
2
few of us
mid-prices.
did. Yeah.
A lot of us did.
Yeah.
Versus Connor Rosie and Xavier Lindsay,
Yeah.
who I didn't start with. Now, first, there's a lot to unpack here, but the cost of extra trades. So firstly, you've got Connor Rosie, a locked-in premium
Yeah.
that you're not going to trade from your side. It's the old school
Yeah.
dream team example of saving trades.
You will not trade him.
You won't trade him. So
Unless
you've
it's
just got
injured.
to upgrade
Yeah.
Xavier Lindsay.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas with Sanders and Frazier, you have to make 2 upgrades, which is probably going to be 4 trades
Yeah.
to get the 2 premiums there.
Yeah.
And the more mid prices you have, the more extra trades you're going to have to make
Yeah.
to get to that completed structure. So we've got to consider that. Then we've got to consider the likelihood of success. I think Connor Rosie, barring total disaster, is going to average 100.
Yeah.
Like your worst case scenario is probably going to average 100. And then with a Lindsay, okay, him specifically could be poor, but I think we're pretty much guaranteed, especially with the use of best 18s, which we'll talk about in our buys episode in more depth, but you're probably going to get a rookie that can score in the 50s.
Yeah.
So you're doing pretty well to go under, let's say, high 150s, close to 160 combined between your rookie and your safe premium.
Yeah.
Whereas Riley Sanders and Joel Frazier, it could go 1 week, they could both ton, and you've absolutely killed it out the park. But there were many other weeks where they just would both score 60 and were barely scraping into my best 18.
So what's the point?
Which at that point, they're combining for about 120 to 130 points, and you're losing out massively.
Yeah.
So what is the point? So that's the baseline outcome, I think, is clearly better for your premium and your rookie. So then it's risk v reward. Well, there's way more risk in terms of a Sanders and Frazier for me than a Rosie and Lindsay. So they need to probably average more than the other two for it to be worth the risk. I think you probably need them to be averaging between them 170, closer to, which puts it at about 85 points, which is about what I come to.
Okay.
For those mid 600s, they've got to be averaging like 85 plus to be worth it.
All right.
And then you got to consider that one of those guys might hit, but one's probably going to fail.
Yeah.
So unless you are your top line, your Bailey Smiths, your Caleb Daniels, unless they're the top line mid prices, I think it's hard to justify.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's look at a couple of blokes this year. Firstly, Matthias Philippou.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts here?
Look, I think we got to consider the fact that the forward line reeks
Yes.
with this one.
Yes, it does.
Like, there's got to be a bit of context here.
It is stinky, yep.
But he's a tough one as well because, like, he hasn't actually put together any form of consistency, really.
He hasn't put together consistency, but he has put together a block at AFL level in the midfield where he showed he could average 100.
Yeah, he has. If he gets, he'll get given the role, you would assume.
From what I'm reading in pre-season, he has the midfield role.
Yeah. So then I think for him, it's probably a fair shout because 85's probably where he could go.
I have him in. I think the fact that he actually has the ceiling to push into the 90s.
Yeah.
And
he
has the potential to be a keeper in the forward line.
That's it. That's the
which is another massive point. So for me, a Philippou is worth the gamble. But looking at another guy that I really like, and I'm hearing great things in pre-season about midfield time, Harvey Langford.
Yeah.
Now, these second-year or third-year breakouts, they happen from time to time. Look at a Clary Oliver.
Yeah.
Go and look at Clary Oliver's debut season. He went from about a 60-odd averaging rookie. He was good, but low time on ground. Suddenly, he averaged 100 in his second season.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Harvey Langford is going to come out and average 100, but there's clearly spots opened up in that Melbourne midfield.
Yeah.
And if he comes out in pre-season and then those first couple of rounds and is dominating, I think I would look to bring him in. I just think there's too much risk.
It's not worth the risk.
That's where I'm drawing the line.
Yeah. Especially, like, he's 300K more than, like, the top line rookies. It's just, like, there's a major difference there. It's interesting, right? He's a mid-only. If Philippou was a mid-only, would you still pick him?
I would have to see something pretty special in pre-season. The line makes a big difference as well.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think it's an interesting one. But, yeah, no, I agree with you on both players. So.
No. Okay. What about Elliot Yeo? Is he in your considerations?
He has to be for, it's Elliot Yeo. He's not got a bye early season, so he's not playing opening round.
True.
And obviously, there's his price. But his injury history and stuff like that, we talk about extra trades. Like,
that's a guaranteed
He's
trade.
a walking guaranteed trade.
If Elliot Yeo plays 23 games this year...
Oh, no. Don't do it.
You have to give me some time to think of something. But I'll do something fucking wild.
He won't.
Because he won't.
He won't. So, look, he might string a bunch of games together at the start of the year.
Which is all you'd need, to be fair. So he's almost like in that like Roses category, which we'll talk about in a bit.
Yeah.
Of the guys that have averaged 100 before. you would think his role, if he's in the team, he's probably going to be in the guts.
I mean, he could go to 90s and we could be sitting there in round 4 going, why the fuck didn't we start him, you know?
And this is where it gets difficult. If a Yowie comes out in pre-season and is looking good,
yeah.
that's where I'm going to be like, fuck, I want him in my side. But then I'm probably like downgrading one of those premiums and dropping one of those rookies to bring him in. So I don't know.
Like his
He would have
2024
to be
season
bloody
was quite solid, to be honest. So I don't know.
No.
It's a tough one though. He didn't play at all last year.
Yeah, he's a pre-season watch. Just lastly, a guy that I've got locked in here, Kitty Coleman.
Yeah, no, he's yeah.
Now he's just under 600k, so still mid-pricer, but a little bit more meat on the bone.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've seen him in a grand final dominate at about 100.5.
Yeah.
From all reports, he is back to full fitness. Trained the whole
about.
pre-season, killing it. A spot's open up back there. Starcevic has left their back line.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting how they...
Because they've got some pretty handy guys back
well,
there.
since he went down, obviously Zorko shifted back there. So,
yeah.
you know, what does Zork do this year?
Fletcher's dominating.
Fletcher's been
Wilmot's elite. One of them might go to the wing, though, I saw. But
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, look, Kitty, I think...
He's priced at 53.
Yeah.
So
No.
that's even lower than what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So what do you...
that's true.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If
High
he goes
70s
80,
take
that's...
there.
Yeah.
No, that's right. And that leads us on to the next category, 550k and under.
Okay.
Now this, it didn't even used to be a category. Like you wouldn't even look at the players
Yeah.
that were 500k a few years ago. I think this area is really growing on me in the last couple of years.
Right.
So we've had, and these are usually just complete pre-season bolters.
Yeah.
So Riley Bonner.
Yeah.
Wasn't near any of our sides before pre-season. Didn't even know who he was,
He was so good.
what he looked like. He's probably playing Amos now.
He is.
He is. And he came
he's
out
playing
and
VFL.
dominated for half a
Yeah.
season and averaged 80
Yeah, yeah.
and made us 400k. Now, that was the best case
Yeah.
scenario. But as long as we just knew that if he's back there and he's picked and he's taken some kickouts, he can at least be like close to 70 for us, which at that point, he's almost like an expensive rookie.
Yeah.
So, and he ended up killing it. But last year, Nathan O'Driscoll,
Yeah.
another perfect example, 430 odd K, I believe he was.
He would have been such a good pick until he got, until he got injured.
Well, he was such a good pick.
If he wasn't injured, he would have been like an amazing pick.
Yeah, a game-changing pick.
Yeah.
I think even with the injury, though, he made us a quick, must have been 200k.
Yeah. He was
'Cause
really good.
He was averaging close to 80 on a wing,
Yeah.
priced at 40.
Yeah.
So, and once again, Nathan O'Driscoll wouldn't have been in my side
No.
as if we were recording a podcast in January last year.
No.
I think these guys in the 400 to 500k, if the role is there and the job security's there. So who was that Geelong midfielder? I should have written his name down. Played in the guts.
Mitch Nevitt.
Yes.
Yeah.
That for a couple of weeks obviously killed it.
Yeah.
But the job security was
Yeah.
never going to. I think if the role and job security is there, they might not have been on my preseason radar, but if they're looking good, I think
That's come
I
into
think I could take a
consideration.
flyer on
Yeah.
these guys for sure. So
Okay.
definitely consider guys. So some names here. So Lawler is a little bit above that,
Yeah.
but as a forward, like he's a guy that we've got to watch in preseason.
100%.
I think it's if he's playing full time mid, I would pick him. I don't think he will.
Yeah.
I think it'll be more like half mid,
Yeah.
half forward split.
Yeah. He's the X Factor guy.
So-
isn't he?
Yeah, I think he'll be like a 70 to 75 guy.
Okay.
Is that enough at his price? It's touch and go, I guess, as a forward. If you need someone in that price,
Yeah.
you could definitely look at him. But more in these like 400s, so Will Brodie.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one where it's disgusting. It feels disgusting, by the way, to pick these guys, like clearly.
Yeah.
But if Will Brodie is playing for Port Adelaide in the preseason, in the guts, I think we have to pick him.
So I'm pretty sure Ollie Wines is missing the first couple of games.
Is he now?
Yeah.
I mean, if Will
But-
Brodie's in there going like 90s, how do you not pick him
But
at
Will
450?
Brody could have 30 in those 2 rounds and still get dropped very easily because
Yeah.
he's that sort of guy,
No,
right?
you're right. I don't think I could say no to that. A guy
Yeah. If he was starting and you know he was going to play
mature
midfield.
age, we've seen him score before.
Yeah. And
He's
there's
one to watch.
who are they playing? They're playing some stinking
They've got
teams.
some easy teams.
Yeah.
No, so he's definitely another one to watch. And then more of your flyers. So this is your Sam Butler from Hawthorn. I know they've got some midfielders out, so watch his role.
Yeah.
Taj Hodden.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, don't know what this bloke looks like, but I saw he was in your side.
Yeah, yeah.
Heard his name before somewhere.
Have I?
No, I have.
Oh,
I don't really know who
yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
Can
He's a
you
highly
help me out?
he's a highly touted rookie pick last year. So
Okay.
yeah, but he was injured most of the year. and
Right.
then
Where would
played,
he
like,
play?
half forward.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So he'd have
maybe
to
a bit of mid.
Okay, he'd have to be pretty handy. And then Jamar is another one for offsetting
Yeah.
training down at the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's in and looking good,
Yeah, he's
in the 400s as well as a forward.
So if you're in the 400s, what do you need to go?
70's a massive win.
So,
See, at that point, you're like an expensive rookie.
so 70 is a massive win.
Well,
so,
no, massive win's probably, but 70's a win for sure.
Okay.
Whereas, like, if you're going into the 600s, I think then you need to be going like mid 80s.
Mm,
If
yeah.
you're a semi-capable footballer, you can average 70.
Mm,
If you're
okay.
playing time on ground, I think you can average 70. That's
Yeah.
why that's a much easier target to hit
Mm.
than like what we needed from Riley Sanders and Joel Frazier
Yeah, okay.
and those kind of guys.
Mm.
So they're definitely one to watch in preseason. Don't rule them out.
Yeah, I like it.
And then just lastly, this 700K bracket. So this is
Yeah.
your roses plus your breakouts.
Okay.
So I think these are safer with guys that have been premiums before.
Yeah.
So, I mean, last year we had Adam Chera,
Yep.
bouncing back from injury, mid-70s, went into the mid-90s.
He was a good
easy.
pick.
Yeah, 100%. So the bar for these guys, if we're setting it at 85 for those mid-prices,
Yeah.
these guys have to be 90 plus.
Okay.
90 plus, solid score, and comfortably held until their bye, at least. Like
Okay.
we're not,
They're mid-season buy. Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, Adam Cherry was a perfect example.
Mm.
We've tried it with Will Day. He got injured. It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we've had so many of these guys come through
Okay.
that have been very good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And I think the prime example here is Nick Newman.
Mm. Oh,
We've
yeah.
seen him be a 100 guy, coming back from an ACL. Obviously, the injury risk is high there.
Yeah.
But if he's fit and playing in pre-season and out there,
At the Blues,
he's a 95 plus guy.
he'll be taking kick-ins.
Oh, he could do something ridiculous. He could
Right.
average 105.
Might have to change my draft rankings.
Might have to bump him up.
Mm.
So, like he's a walk up. I
Yeah.
think another guy we're looking at this stage is Darcy Parish.
Yeah.
So he's another
no,
example
100%.
Of obviously struggled with injuries. He was my boy a few years
He
ago.
was your boy.
Back
yeah.
in COVID. My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, you
I was-
loved him. And he went off that year,
Mate,
didn't he?
I went to that Dreamtime because we had all the footy in
Yeah,
WA.
yeah.
Went to that Dreamtime game, had him skipper, went like 170 or something.
Yeah. So he's got it
Had
in
like
him.
40 touches. Mate, that was one of the best things I've ever seen.
So
He has it in him. He averaged 107 that year. There was a period he was going 120s
Mm.
plus.
yeah,
So look, if he's got the role and he's fit,
back him in.
back him in
100%.
100%. Throw away the key.
Love that.
But then comparing him to like a Harley Reid,
Yes.
I think is interesting because
Yeah.
look, we love Harley
oh,
over
we
here in
do.
WA.
Yeah, we
but
do.
I think everyone did start to see the potential in last year because before his
Yeah.
last month,
Mm.
he probably never. It was kind of like the Ricky Ponting, what he said about Joe Root when KP's just going
Oh,
off.
yeah,
about
well,
how
he's
good
out
he
now.
is. Well, he's out now. He scored 40.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of what it felt like for Harley.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, he's good, but he had 20 touches and 15 handballs.
Yeah,
Fuck all.
Yeah.
But he started to really dominate. I think he built his fitness up.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, we can be honest. He might not have been at peak fitness.
Yeah, I don't
at
reckon.
last
No,
year.
but like,
We
but
might have
looking
mentioned it.
now in pre-season for West Coast, he's looking much fitter. So,
It's,
there's one thing looking fitter versus actually,
of course.
producing it. But so we'll see what happens in the
Because
match
I
teams.
think,
But
from my perspective, the reason why he couldn't stay in the midfield for a whole game and score was his fitness.
100%.
That was, and then he started to build that fitness base and just started dominating for 4 quarters,
Yeah.
rather than turning it on for 20 minutes. If he is pure guts this year, he probably averages. You're putting a baseline at 85,
Yeah. Okay.
so it's an interesting one where he just hasn't done it before.
Mm.
So if they're both named round 1 in the guts,
What
I
would you
have
pick, You pick both.
well, I have to go Parrish.
Yeah.
And then I think a guy like Harley, this is where our team structure and the rookies kind of dictate it for me.
Yeah.
If we've got heaps of rookies coming through,
Probably not.
he would be the one I sacrifice
Yeah.
and watch him for the first couple rounds. And if he's looking fucked, which I hope he is,
Then
then
you have to
I
get
could
him.
shift around and
Yeah.
get him in.
Gotcha.
So I think it'd be Parrish over Reid for me.
Okay.
Then there's a few others here as well. So these are more your breakouts and one name that I don't know how he snuck in here. So Sam Draper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he started to break out last year.
Yeah,
There was a bit of
it-
a running joke that
He
you're
was
not
a
going to
bit of a-
draft
Yeah.
Sam Draper, he averages literally 50.
Yeah.
And then he just started killing it.
Oh, he looked
At the-
elite.
Mm-hmm.
I think, well, he's going to be their ruckman, isn't he, with
Well-
Omac gone?
Yeah, so he's going to be their number one ruck. They're a high-scoring fantasy side. Rucks do tend to peak later.
Yeah, I think
And what is he, 26, 27?
Yeah, I think he's a good pick.
Jeff White likes him. Did you see that
Yeah,
on Twitter?
I did see that.
It's got to count for something.
Yeah,
He would know.
because he said like the new rules are going to favour him, sort of thing.
Oh, I
as
hadn't.
well.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I saw he liked him as a breakout. Yeah, what's he priced? About 70. I think we can ignore.
I think he could go 90.
I think he can go. Yeah, at least 90. He could really break.
Obviously, he's got the bye. That's the only thing.
Yes,
so
that's the only
and
thing.
he's got the round. I think it's the round 2 bye, which Newman and
Yeah.
Coleman also have. So
out. That's interesting.
I know we were talking about it earlier, but I just think, yeah, it's just one to watch in pre-season. What happens if he, round 0 goes like 65?
Oh yeah, what does Draper need to? Yeah,
What does Draper
you can
need
have
to
him
get?
locked in, and he has the role, and he's looks good, but he goes 70.
Yeah,
Do you start him?
yeah, because isn't that like what he's basically priced at? So he's
Yeah.
not going to go up.
I mean, because if he starts and scores 100, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Everyone's got him.
Oh, 100%.
It's more if he underperforms.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he have a tough start? I feel like he's got a tough start in the ruck.
His first, so his round 0, he plays Tim English,
Mm-hmm.
which,
Well, that's
and then he plays,
okay, but round 0 we don't.
then he
get.
plays Grundy. Isn't Grundy a tough matchup?
Mm-hmm. Red, dark red,
And then round 3, he goes,
dual threat,
yeah, the Saints, Twin Towers, and then
I
Darcy,
also-
Cameron, and Cherry,
and
Gawn, and O'Brien.
It's literally the hardest run you can get. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, we've got to consider him.
Oh, yeah.
He's not a lock for me.
Anyway.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Briggsy, I've seen people picking here. Like
He's
can
got
I-
a buy, man,
mate,
as well.
I tell you,
And he was terrible last year.
People that have Briggs anywhere near their side.
No.
Didn't watch him
Get
play.
him in. Get him in.
Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Get
Get
him
him in. It's one less team to worry about because I tell you, maybe he was. I mean, seriously injured because
Yeah.
he was genuinely getting benched for the full last quarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was
He
unplayable.
was shit. Yeah.
He was that dog shit for the first 3 quarters.
He is 26.
He literally got dragged.
Maybe he's
26. Nah, no. We're not doing Briggs.
It's
I'm ruling that
Yeah,
out.
don't-
Draper, I'm open to it. Got the forward status as well, which
100%.
helps.
He's
Briggs,
got to be.
Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. And then like another couple names that these are your guys that I think we can't start, but I because I need to see it.
Wait, just before you go on,
Yeah, sorry.
what if Briggs goes 100 first
No.
round 0?
No, I'll come out in that. I will try convince our listeners to not ruin their side. Everyone else can get him. It's fine. And the last couple names here I had were like your Wardlaw and your Levi Ashcroft.
Yeah, yeah.
So your breakouts.
Yeah.
That I don't think you can start with those guys. Yeah, like
Mm,
but God, if they look good
Wardlaw.
early, I think I could look to upgrade to them.
I don't think I
Put
could
that
ever
way.
go Wardlaw just because of the way he plays. He's like one of those guys has like serious
Kamikaze.
impact on a game, but is he going to
Kamikaze.
go fantasy off? But yeah,
So-
Levi could be big.
I was talking about my round 1 side from last year.
Yes.
So let's go back and into the archives and have a look at what I'm like looking at it now and I feel physically ill.
Yeah, you showed me before. It was pretty funny.
I don't know, like at what point was I looking at this thinking, fuck yeah, we're on this season.
It's a fucking.
it
is a terrible team.
I had one player. So I did this
I mean,
for science.
You had a couple guys that were very low priced and ended up being
I did
good.
this for science. I said it last year. I said, right, we always talk about this being a value game when people like to say we don't like to pay up for premiums. I'm seeing a lot of it on Twitter already.
Mm.
Got to have value, got to have meat on the bone, blah, blah, blah. All right. I picked one player above 900K and it was Max Gawn.
It was a good pick.
That was a good pick.
Mm.
My only good pick was the guy I paid up for because he's a good player. How about that?
Who would have thought?
This was my side. Jaden Short, a lot of value. A lot of people had him. Lockie Ash. Would have been great if I didn't trade him on his buy.
After he got 68 or something, yeah.
Yeah, 63. Matt Roberts, must-have value player apparently. Everybody had him in their side despite the buy.
Yeah.
Struggled. Harry Perryman. Again, everybody had this bloke. midfield time, CBAs.
Bit of Matt Roberts about Tom McCarthy, I reckon.
Yeah, but he's not
going
playing
in
for
the
Sydney.
Well, and he's yeah, okay.
That's my.
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah.
be
Okay.
like. I think Roberts was pushed out by like Blakey. Just remember every
Yeah,
fucking
whereas
kick in.
McCarthy's kind of more going to
I
be the
think
guy
he's
in
our
a
best
way.
player almost.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Harley. So
Which is insane.
Anyway. Yeah. No. So Perryman, another must-have value pick. Everyone had him.
Shocking.
Fraser started out with a ton. Started out on fire. People traded him in.
Yeah.
Was really poor. Sam DeConing also started out with a ton. So I started out hot.
But then he went real bad, didn't he?
He went shocking.
Yeah.
I think he averaged almost less than he was priced at.
Yeah, he was poor.
Tom Powell, he was okay. Like, he
Yeah.
was reasonable value. Had a good start, but he just couldn't keep that midfield role.
Yeah, he wasn't good enough.
Clayton Oliver, again, he was... See, all of these... There's a common theme with most of these guys outside of
They're
Perryman.
okay, but they're
We're
not
all
great.
okay,
Yeah.
but they've never been top-line guns.
And it's
Or
best
Clayton
18,
Oliver's
mate.
is.
So,
Exactly. Finn Callahan, one of my only good picks.
yeah.
Started with him, held him through the bye. He was unreal.
Yeah, you throw enough darts at the board, though, mate.
Exactly. So, yeah, you're going to nail a couple, but your structure's going to be fucked. Will Day was solid. Remember, you had that dominant round 0. We thought we had to pick him, ended up getting injured.
Yeah.
Chera, good pick.
Yeah, he was a good pick.
Elijah Sardas.
Oh, shocker. Don't need to say anything more.
Don't know how that happened. Nathan O'Driscoll.
Unlucky.
Right?
Good pick.
Good pick. No, that worked out well. And Finn O'Sullivan. So what's very funny is I picked one rookie over 300K.
And it was Foss.
And I picked the Spin King Foss.
Oh, my God.
The only one that failed.
He was like the worst one. And
Even
he
though
wasn't even
failed,
that bad.
He made 150K. It wasn't disastrous. He kept his spot. He was a
Yeah.
heartbeat,
Yeah.
at least. So then I had Gordon TDK.
Yep.
Was what it was. Then JHF, fail. Isaac Rankin was good to start the year.
He was.
Like, I'll take that one.
He was a good pick.
And then obviously McRae, Smith, and Daniel, which we all needed. See, there was your
Walkups.
value picks. But then Riley Sanders. Why am I picking Riley Sanders as well?
yeah.
When we've got Sam Davidson on my bench,
Yeah.
who was dominant. And then I look at my bench, it was Zachary, Luke Traynor, who was solid.
Yeah,
but
that-
Camporale, Hasty, Boyd, Connor Stone, Jack Henderson.
Shockers.
Because it was the old, got to maximise cash on your field. It's
Yeah.
like, if I just cut the top off this rookie and this rookie,
Mm.
I can bring in this premium
Yeah,
and I'm going
no.
to score all these points.
No.
All right. Just look at that team, wipe your brain of everything you just said.
Mm.
If you're just thrown up, I apologise. But
I already threw up before
yeah,
when I looked at it.
you can't. As
Nah,
much as
you
there's,
can't.
and there was value on all of those guys, and I reckon 80 to 90% of them probably averaged 5 to 10 more than what they were priced at.
Yeah.
But it was a total failure
You had-
because do you understand how many trades I needed to fix that shit up,
Mm.
to
Yeah.
fix that fucking mess?
Then you were coming up against teams that had your Jordan Dawsons and Connor
Well,
Rosees and stuff going.
I
They were
had-
going off.
I had one premium in this team,
Yeah. Yeah.
which killed me. So it just there was so many trades to try upgrade. There was obviously failures that I had to, and then I couldn't chase the rookies that I
Yeah.
missed. It was just a disaster.
Yeah.
So now when I'm hearing like, oh, value game,
Yeah. What are you doing now?
well, let's look at our starting teams this year. I've flipped it. Flipped the script. So I've currently got
He's flipped the script.
8 rookies priced at over 300K. Now, obviously, this is preseason. It's hard. We've got to see them. We're gonna bring Fry in to help us out with our rookies because clearly I need it.
Yeah.
But hopefully he can have 10 options for me that are safe and locked in.
Yep.
So at the moment I've got how many on my field? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy to take because it's best 18.
Mm.
I just need a couple of them to hit every week.
Yeah.
For my lowest score to just be, no worse than 50, and I'm happy. Because what did I say? I had one player over $1 million last year. I've got Sheasel, Gorn, Caldwell, Butters, Steele, Rosie. And Cherry's been in and out of my side as well. So there's like 5 to 6 like gun premiums that I'm going to hold all year.
Yeah.
That
No,
I had one last year.
That's it.
So, and then I think your mid prices, because I've still got your Kitty Coleman, Nick Newman, Philippa's the only one that's dodgy, Flanders.
Yeah.
I think you don't need to overcomplicate it.
No, you
So,
don't. You don't need to overthink it. I
No.
think a question that people, or at least I have, is
Mm.
we always get told about, you need to go for value and don't overpay for
Mm-hmm.
your top line primos. But it's like there's only so many guys
Well-
you can pick this year. I feel like with the which we'll
Well,
get
yeah,
into
we'll,
in the
we'll
next
talk about that in
episode.
the bias, but I think just in terms of strategies, you've got to spend your money somewhere at the end of the day. And rookies are the best value in the game. They're going to put, at worst, probably 25 to 30 points on their average. If they're good,
Yeah.
they can put 40 plus. That outdoes all of those mid-prices, all of that value. And then if you're picking all those rookies, then you've got to spend it somewhere.
Okay.
Spending it on guys like your Sheasel and your Gorn is worth it.
Yeah.
Plus, you need those ceiling scores early.
Because you're going to have him at some point anyway, right?
No, I don't
need
want
him.
anyone listening to the Wash Up this year to not start Harry Sheasel.
So if you don't...
Seriously.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe if you don't.
Please don't.
All right. I think we'll do it for strategies.
All right.
We'll talk buys next,
Sounds good.
and I look forward to it.
Yeah. See you guys next time.
See you, legends.
Bye.